What's up, guys? It's time for the new edition of the All-Star Tower Defense tier list. Also, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, help us reach 500k for our sub goal, and 2, use my star code BALAM whenever buying Robux or Premium. It's free and helps out support the channel so much. Alright, how this is going to work, guys, is we're going to showcase the unit very quickly, and then we're going to rank it on our tier list. Alright, but first, guys, we have Gon did get a nice new buff orb, so we are going to actually move Gon into the low A tier. Alright, he's actually doing some pretty good damage, but I don't have his orb yet, so we can't quite showcase him in this video. Let's get it. Alright, guys, here we go. Let's start it off with one of the new 7 stars. Get it off with a bang. Alright, here we go, guys. We have the new Kirito. Now, I'm not going to be showcasing the 5 and the 6 stars because this guy is actually really easy to get. His raid is super easy. Alright, so he's going to start off as a very, very expensive unit. Again, we're speedrunning these showcases, so pardon that. So he's going to be super, super expensive at the start, but he does insane damage. Now, what makes him great, guys, is first up, this attack sucks. But this right here, guys, memories, you're going to notice it's super cheap and very affordable in story mode and raids. And look at that, guys, 3.9 million damage in story mode. That right there is straight up insane. Very, very good unit, guys, for story. And you can upgrade him more as well. All right, now, unfortunately, this upgrade right here is affordable in raids, but it's only good for certain maps where full AoE isn't good, because you're going to see it's going to make him cone AoE. And then you can actually upgrade him as well for infinite mode with true star stream, slightly wider AoE, and hybrid mode. All right, so he's going to be doing an insane amount of damage, and he is a hybrid unit. Also, guys, every third attack he does is a critical attack, guys, that does double the damage. So basically, if you guys want to compare him to other unit stats, all you guys have to do is multiply his damage by 1.33, and that's going to be able to compare him to like Boros, etc. So his damage, I don't think he's quite as good as Boros, but he's very good. However, take a look at his cost, guys. 14 million in infinite mode, so a little bit pricey for infinite mode, but very, very good for raid mode. Let's go add him to the tier list. All right, guys, I'm sure everybody would agree Kirito is very, very good. Honestly, his damage is very far up there. I'm going to probably put him up there with, actually, I'm going to put him better than Sid. He's better than Sid in raid mode. I think Guts does have a slight edge over him, though. And I don't actually like this unit as much as I used to, so I'm going to drop him down. All right, this guy is very good as well. Very good tag team with Guts. All right, let's go sell Kirito and check out the next unit. All right, here we go. So next up, guys, we have Aokiji. This is a Snow's new code unit. Of course, guys, make sure you guys subscribe for my code unit coming soon. And remember that, he's actually a pretty decent unit, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like 500 placement and freeze at the start. Dang, man, he's actually a really good guy. And look at this, guys. His first upgrade is super cheap. So we'll go through his raid mode upgrades. Cheap, cheap, cheap. All right, so raid mode, guys, he's actually really decent. 268. All right, with the blue element. So if you guys want to do Sigin raid, he's going to be very good for that. And then Ice World. All right, he's going to gain a little bit of damage, guys, with Rage. So overall, he's actually a pretty good unit, guys. He's not going to be meta for infinite mode or anything, but he's very good if you're a new player. He's going to help you out quite a bit, actually. So if you're a new player, he's good. If you're a pro, not as good. So I'm going to put him in low A tier. Definitely better than Gon. Actually, he's better than a lot of these units. Let's be real. I'm going to probably put him like right about here. But again, because he's freeze, he can't be meta for infinite mode. But he's also good for raid mode as well, which also helps to increase his ranking. All right, next up, guys, we have the free unit from the level 150 raid on Snakeway in World 1. All right, she's a really cheap unit, guys. I'm just going to go speedrun her because, you know, people probably don't care as much because she's not super meta. Basically, she's a super cheap circle AoE unit, guys, that does have bleed. All right, so, and she does have nature. So if you're doing the hell raid, maybe consider bringing her, but she's definitely not meta for infinite mode or anything. So while she is a good unit for raid mode, that does actually qualify her for, I'm going to say it qualifies her for, actually she's better than Goldie Roger. Oh my gosh. So I guess that qualifies her for A tier. All right, next up, guys, we have another new unit, Mrs. Love. Now you do need to bring Luffy for her, but she actually does a surprising amount of damage. All these are infinite mode, cheap upgrades. So she's actually doing 649k, guys, at max level. So that's really good without buff. So she's a pretty decent fire damage unit. And of course, guys, she does have a good time stop, but it's infinite mode only. Or actually, you might be able to use it in raids with 19 waves. Or good for gauntlet mode as well. But you do need to bring Luffy, guys, in order for her ability to work. So watch out for that. And because of that special requirement, I don't know if I can put her in meta tier, guys. But she definitely is A+ in my opinion. Pretty easy call there. All right, next up, guys, we have another new unit. We have Ruabara. Now, Ruabara brings the god tier DPS, and he's also good for raids as well. This is his raid mode stats right here. 880k and 7 SPA. Very, very good for raids, and very cheap cost at 50k. You'll easily be able to max out all 8 of this guy in raids. Now, for infinite mode, he's also very good too, guys. 2.72. So if you guys factor in the fact that you can place all 8 of them, that's like a 16 to 20 million damage. All right, with the 7 SPA. And if we can compare that to Kirito, all right, definitely, honestly, he's a little bit worse than Kirito, I would say, but it's very, very, very close, guys. Very close, but definitely slightly worse, but way, way cheaper as well. So because he's this goated, guys, I'm definitely going to actually have to give him credit where credit's due. I definitely think he's going to be an A+ unit. All right, I think he's actually better than her. So very, very good units there, guys. All right, also, guys, just so you know, A+ is not in order. Same with S tier, guys. Their tiers are not in order. Also, if you see any mistakes, guys, comment down below, or any updates you want to make, and I will happily adjust my tier list according to you guys' suggestions. All right, because I know there's a ton of units in the game, and like it's hard to keep everything balanced. So here we go, guys. Dabura is next. I think they're gonna nerf Dabura. So let's go see if they nerfed him yet. No, they haven't nerfed him yet. He's a super cheap unit, guys, with good damage and good burn. But the problem with him, guys, is he does not start off as a burn unit, which really sucks. But overall, guys, if you're doing raid modes with Dabura, you're definitely going to be in for a good time. Very, very good raid mode unit. And for that reason, guys, we're going to give Dabura, honestly, low A+ tier. I think Toru's personally better, but Dabura is way, way up there. And Dabura is definitely a very good fire unit. So if you need good fire, I think he's the best fire burn unit in the game right now. Especially for raid mode, maybe not for infinite. All right, guys, we got a few more units left, so let's go rank those. Next up, guys, we got Boros. Now, Boros is really hard to get. All right, so, but what makes him special, guys, is he's an insanely high damage unit. All right, if you guys want to know what his damage is, basically, it's like 300 million, roughly, with, like, full AoE. Okay, I showed the stats right there. Let me show you that again. All right, so with no buff, guys, 84 million, almost max level. So, basically, 300 million damage, guys, with a big circle AoE, as well as hybrid. Now, he's very hard to get. Everybody who got him, like, currently got him from basically a glitch. So, that's why I don't have Boros yet. I'm grinding for him. I'm very close. So, I'm hoping to get him on Monday or Sunday. So, then we can do some more videos with him. But for now, guys, we're going to easily rank him. I think he's the new best DPS unit in the game, guys. I'm going to be honest. I think he's better than Guts. So, I'm going to put him as the best unit right now. He's also the hardest unit to get right now. So, let's go take a look at the last 4 units here. All right, next up, guys, we have Big Mom. She's in the Robux pack. Now, the thing is, she's mainly for new players, and her stats are as so. So, I'm just going to speedrun her stats, guys. Yeah, 55 for 5. If you're a pro player, nothing to write home about. Honestly, if you're any player, just use Snow's Code unit. Snow's Code unit is infinite better than this. So, I don't think anybody should be using this unit. It's mainly a tradable unit. And plus, guys, it's Big Mom, so she's hot as frick. So, let's be real there. All right, here we go. But she also does have really cool attack effects, so it kind of sucks that they kind of disrespected her with all that low damage. But it is what it is. Now, unfortunately, she does kind of suck. She's not F tier yet, but she's definitely C tier. Not a great unit. All right, next up, guys, we have Tony Stark. Now, or Coyote Stark. Basically, if you guys want to give him a good orb, Fire Rage Orb works well on him. But what makes him so great, guys, you can kind of change his attacks. He has a very fast SPA if you want him to be. So maybe we'll use him the fastest SPA challenge. I don't know. Also, he has like, you can like change his attack styles too, which is pretty cool. And look at that, guys. That's some pretty big damage. Now, if you max buff that, that's like 100 million or something. Plus, if you give him leader bonus as well, you're in like the 140 million. So he's doing insane damage, but he does cost a lot of money, which kind of sucks. But here's his attack effect if you want to see it. Now, honestly, he's really good. He's also pretty decent for Gauntlet mode as well. So because he's a really good unit, guys, I think we're going to have to give him credit where credit's due. Now, I don't think he's meta, but we're going to give him A+ tier. And we're going to kick a few of these units, guys, down to the A tier that I don't really like as much anymore. I don't really like this guy as much. So we'll kick a few of these units down that I don't really mess with anymore. Yeah, there we go. That should be more fair. All right, here we go, guys. Let's go check out the next guy, Arlong. Oh, man, we can't sell him. So we're going to have to switch to the second path, which is fine. So we'll switch over here to this path, and let's check out our boy Arlong. Now, he's another Robux unit, but he's actually a pretty decent unit. All right, he's a water unit. Now, his attacks kind of suck at the start, so it is what it is. But I do believe he does get better. So here we go, guys. Yeah, okay stats, nothing crazy. Blue Hockey and Zawater. He does actually become Bleed, though, which is pretty nice. But unfortunately, he doesn't start as Bleed. Now, as far as what Zawater does, I guess we'll figure it out real quick. I do believe it's supposed to be like a time stop style attack. but we're not 100% sure yet because it definitely, okay, yeah, it's like a Dio time stop attack, so it's not as good as Boa's, but it's a pretty decent attack, I'm not gonna lie. So if you're a new player, I can definitely see him getting some play. I'm gonna probably say like high B tier, maybe low A tier. All right, next up, guys, we have Administrator. She's actually a go-to unit for raids. You're gonna see her damage is actually pretty decent, and she gets freeze on one of her later when you max her out. So basically, she becomes almost full AoE at like semi-circle AoE, and yeah, pretty good damage too. So definitely a go-to raid mode unit if you guys don't want to have the time stop and you just use her instead. But she is more expensive than, yeah, but she does good damage. So overall, guys, I think she's a pretty go-to unit, especially because you can combo her with Zamasu to do insane damage. So definitely highly recommended unit there, guys, especially for raid mode. So because she's really good in raid mode, I'm gonna give her A+ tier, highly recommended unit. So there you go, guys. Those are all the new units. Now, we are supposed to be getting a tower mode unit, but that unit hasn't dropped yet. And let me know if I missed any units, and I'll catch you on the next one. And remember, guys, comment down below any updates you have to this tier list or any suggestions, and I'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and use my star code BLAM. Peace.